Hey guys, this is SEC Analyzed. This is my second video in my series in which I will talk about and analyze the quarterback competitions happening in this SEC offseason. This video will be focused on the Arkansas quarterback competition that will feature former Florida quarterback Feleipe Franks and freshman quarterback Malik Hornsby. Where you'll see the majority of quarterback competitions happening in the SEC and just throughout the country is typically happening at programs that are either bringing in a new offensive coordinator or a new head coach. Because of this turnover in coaching, they're going to need to find a quarterback that best fits that play caller's system. Malik Hornsby is a pretty interesting prospect out of Fort Bend Marshall, Texas. Hornsby is 6'2", 175 pounds. This guy is an athlete. In his 247 pro comparison, Charles Power compared him to RG3, former Baylor Heisman Trophy winner. His verified results were a 4.74 in the 40-yard dash, a 4.51 in the shuttle, and an almost 29-inch vertical. Those are all impressive, but I think the most impressive thing about his high school career are just his stats. In his junior and senior seasons, he posted a combined 52 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Of course, you have to look a little bit further than just the touchdown to interception ratio. Some places in which he did not do extremely well was his completion percentage. A combined 58% completion percentage isn't ideal. Of course, high school is going to be a little bit different than college, just in schemes that are run. I'm just going to start out this video by saying I think Kendall Briles and Sam Pittman are going to want this guy to wait a little bit. Thankfully, they have Feleipe Franks to rely on for at least one season. But Malik Hornsby, I mean, just because I think he might need to wait a season, that is nothing on how good of a quarterback he is. He is a great quarterback. And where you see that more than ever are his rushing statistics. Obviously, his passing, I would like him to get more consistent, but 52 touchdowns over 2 seasons is still very impressive. In his rushing statistics in his senior season, he had 9 games with 100+ yards and 17 touchdowns. He averaged 12 yards per rush and 1,500 rushing yards throughout the season. Very impressive. Obviously, this guy is a dual threat quarterback. And Kendall Briles' offense, most Arkansas fans may not be used to it, but he does a lot of spread. He will utilize Hornsby's legs. This is one of the best Arkansas quarterback prospects in a while. So, great job by Kendall Briles, Sam Pittman, whoever recruited him. Great job from them. Feleipe Franks, most college football fans, whether you're an SEC fan or not, most college football fans know who Feleipe Franks is. And frankly, they likely either love him or hate him. I think he's has potential to be a great player on the field, but he's shown some inconsistencies on the field. I can't tell you what kind of person he is outside of the field because I don't know him. But looking at his statistics, 24-6 touchdown to interception ratio in 2018, obviously led Florida to a New Year's Six bowl game. And Feleipe Franks, here's what I'll say about him. I don't think that he is an ideal quarterback for Dan Mullen's offense. I think a quarterback like Kyle Trask or Alex Smith or Tim Tebow is the ideal quarterback. Of course, Dan Mullen got to choose all those guys. He did not get to choose Feleipe Franks. Feleipe Franks, at his best, he could be one of the best quarterbacks in the country. At his worst, he's inconsistent on the field. He has a great arm, but he has a tendency to overthrow wide receivers. Sometimes I question his ability to read the defense just off of some mistakes he makes when he throws. The majority of the time Feleipe Franks makes a mistake on the field, I ensure that there is some type of pressure in his face. When Feleipe Franks is given time to throw, given time to process the defense, he is a great quarterback. When Feleipe Franks is unsure of what the defense is doing, or there is pressure in his face and he's just letting the ball go, he makes mistakes, and those mistakes consistently hurt his team. Arkansas is undergoing a rebuild. How successful that rebuild will be, I'm not sure. Sam Pittman is an elite recruiter, but his job recruiting at Georgia is very different than his job recruiting at Arkansas. If he can bring in some above average SEC classes, I think this has the potential to be a successful rebuild. Whatever successful, the definition of successful is for you may be different, but this is a team that, with Malik Hornsby at quarterback, if they can get some firepower at wide receiver, offensive line, this could be a 7 or 8 win team. Obviously, the one guy I haven't mentioned in this video is Rakeem Boyd. For anyone who watched this show Last Chance U, you're going to know who that guy is. Rakeem Boyd is going to be one of the best running backs in the SEC. In my opinion, you could put him top 3 for the SEC this year. Kendall Briles is going to want to utilize Rakeem Boyd as much as possible. And although Franks seemed inconsistent at times in his Florida career, I believe that he will be the safer bet for this upcoming season. So expect Feleipe Franks to win that quarterback competition. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. If you hate this content, then tell me why you hate it. In my next video, I will be analyzing the quarterback competition that will be happening at the University of Vanderbilt.